Okay. Oh, I'm tired. Hey guys, this video is gonna be a little bit more like chill and relaxed. This isn't gonna be so controversial. I'm hoping that what we're talking about today is going to be like universally understood and accepted. It just seems like everybody in this world at the moment, in this current day and age, seems to look at themselves as a victim, and it's getting kind of annoying. So let's talk about that. I know this might seem like it's coming out of nowhere, this video topic. I've been wanting to talk about this for a while, actually. But, no, I think it's like a really big thing. It feels like there's some sort of like, encouragement from society to recognize how you're oppressed in some way, and just like really be mad about that and demand some sort of like reparation or acknowledgement from others that, oh, your life is just so hard. Yeah, so just a chill, relaxed, non-confrontational video. I think with a video topic like this, I have to preface with the fact that I know that I am also guilty of this. Like I have complained about my life and seen myself as a victim, and of course, like I think we all have, but the important thing is that you recognize that you're doing that and you stop doing it. I just look back on my life and my childhood and my family dynamic and all the things that I went through as a child, and some of it really sucked, actually. I think the reason I've been thinking about this topic so much is because for the majority of my life I have seen myself as a victim, and I have always focused on, oh, my life is so hard. Look at all the bad things that have happened to me. Look at how much of a disadvantage I have because of the things that have happened to me in my life. And I've always looked at my life like that. I mean, when I was in high school, when I took my diplomas, I got as much time as I wanted to, whereas everybody else got like, I think it was like 2.5 hours or something like that. But that's because my mom had put me in this sort of, I took this like test with this psychiatrist or whatever, and he determined that I learned at a different pace than other people or something like that. Like some sort of, I don't know if it's like a full-on learning disability, but I had like trouble understanding things, and I had a lot of anxiety at the time. And so because of that, because I had anxiety, it wasn't fair or wasn't right to put the pressure on me, put the time pressure on me in a diploma. So just like things like that, I think affected like my own personal confidence and belief in myself that I can handle things in life just like everybody else. Confidence, yes. So it affected my confidence. Did I say that? I don't know. But lately, not just like super recently, but within the last few years, I've come to the conclusion that I actually am just as capable as everybody else. I shouldn't be making these excuses for myself. I actually, like, I'm just as capable. I can, anything that I want in this world, if I put in enough hard work and determination, I can get that. And I know that that's like a huge cliche, but it's actually like very true. And when I realized that, when I actualized it, like, because you hear these cliches all the time, like you hear like, practice makes perfect. If you put in enough hard work, you're going to achieve your goals. You hear these things and you're like, yeah, I know, but not me, because I have anxiety, or like things are really hard for me to do, and look, I've always needed help throughout my life, so why would I suddenly believe that now I'm able to handle it on my own? Like now I'm able to achieve anything that I want in this world. So yeah, I think this is actually, the more I talk about it, I think this is a really important thing to talk about. Mental health has been a huge thing in the media at the moment. I just keep thinking about, like, there's Bell and Telus. For some reason, it's always the phone companies. I don't know why, but they have all these ads out about, well, there's this one about a woman employee talking to her employer, and she's saying things like, I just can't handle the stress of work. And then there's like two different versions. Maybe I'll link the video just so you guys can get an idea. I'm gonna butcher trying to explain it.
Really sorry I was away again. Oh, that's okay. You had to leave during inventory. I've been feeling down for weeks. Oh? Oh, get over it. We all have our problems. Yes? I need a break. I'm glad you came to me.
I work in a movie theater, and so before all the movie starts, there's ads, and it's always the same ads, and so you just get these ads like driven into your mind. You can memorize everything by the end of it, and that's one of them. So I see this a lot, and I understand where they're coming from, because when I was in school, like, I would have thought that same way. I would have thought, like, yes, I'm really struggling here, and I need a little bit of patience from my employer, or by extension, the world. Like, I need the world to just recognize that I'm hurting right now, and I'm having a hard time, and so I need you guys to all just like take a break and be patient with me, because I'm having a hard time. Yes, in high school, in middle school even, I would have completely agreed. Because in school I felt like I was really behind and not capable enough. And maybe I wasn't. Maybe I was really behind. Maybe I did have some sort of learning disability. Like, maybe I wasn't really up for the challenge. Like, I didn't have enough ambition for school, or as much of a drive for taking on all of the assignments. That's very possible. And in some ways, I am glad that I was given the extra time and the extra help, because it made school a lot easier, and it really helped with my stress levels. But I look back now, and I sometimes wish that I wasn't given that help. I think that I wish that I was given the opportunity to fail, I think, because this is how I see it now. Failure is important. I understand that now. That's another cliche, I know. How does it go again? Like, in order to succeed, you have to fail like 1,000 times. I remember I would hear that and think, like, okay, that sounds great. That sounds like motivational, but like, no, I don't want to fail. I just want to like get it right, you know? And if I can't get it right, then obviously there's something wrong with me, and I'm just not cut out to achieve like anything that great. But it really is true. We all have equal amounts of potential, and it really is true. You have to fail. You have to try and fail 1,000 times until you are built up and you are able to not fail. You're able to win. You're able to accomplish whatever it is that you're trying to accomplish. What doesn't kill you makes you stronger. I feel like we just sort of forgot about that whole statement. I actually saw something on Facebook. I'm always on Facebook, guys. I'm addicted. I need to stop. I saw something on Facebook. It was probably posted by like BuzzFeed. It was talking, it started with that quote of "what doesn't kill you makes you stronger." And they quoted that, and then they said, "But does it?" If I can find the article, I will link it, but I don't know. It was a while ago. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to find it, but it went into how, you know, just because it doesn't kill you doesn't mean it makes you stronger. If you're going through a hard time and you're not offered help, there's going to be trauma. There's going to be some sort of lasting effect. Like, if just because it's not killing you doesn't mean it's not hurting you. And that's just such a hopeless, like, nihilistic kind of viewpoint. That's sad. It's weird to think that that's the mindset of a lot of people lately, and a lot of people that I know, actually, and I've lost friendships over like talking about this with people. Are there certain experiences that can cause so much trauma that you're unable to bounce back from that? I don't think so. No. I think that life is hard, and I think that life is supposed to be hard, and I am actually very grateful that life is hard, because if life wasn't hard, then I wouldn't be given the opportunity to meet these challenges and better myself so that I can move past them, if that makes any sense, without like preaching and sounding too much like a dad. Like, really think about that. Like, really think about this like logically. Like, let's pretend it's like a Mario video game. Like, you're Mario, you're going along, and there's this block here. There's this roadblock here. It's a small challenge. Are you just gonna stop? Oh no, I've run into this hard thing in my life, this really difficult experience. Are you going to hack the system and find a way to like levitate Mario over this issue, just like cheat the game to like move you throughout all of the levels without actually beating the levels, without actually like developing those skills to move through the levels? No, you're going to jump over this block. You're going to jump over more complicated blocks. You're going to strategize and learn how to do different things in all of the different levels, and you're going to see patterns, and you're going to develop different skills, and you're going to feel pride for, like, you're going to feel some sort of sense of accomplishment for beating these levels. This is actually really relevant for like mobile games. There's a lot of video games where a lot of the times you'll have the option to pay like physical money, like real money, in order to get some sort of cheat that'll help you defeat the level faster. Or if you like die, then it gives you like 5 seconds, like, oh, do you want to continue? Well, pay $5 and you can continue. So it gives you this option to like sort of cheat your way through the level. And I've always thought that that was really weird. Like, no, I don't want to, like, the goal here isn't just to like beat the game. I want to experience playing the game, and I want to have fun playing the game, and I want to have some sort of sense of achievement playing the game. Like, I don't just want to beat the game. I want to become the person that is talented enough to beat the game, if that makes any sense. And so when I think about all of these like anxiety disorders and how everybody is just depressed nowadays, firstly, I sympathize, of course, because I have gone through that before. I've always been an anxious kid. Anxiety has followed me throughout my life, and I have been depressed before. Like, I know what all of these things feels like. But there comes a point where, like, are we just gonna hold people's hands throughout life for their whole lives? Am I gonna get that extension on my test throughout my whole life? Is that sort of assistance and extra special attention? Is that gonna follow me throughout my whole life, or does there come a point where you need to become stronger as a person, and you need to defeat these things that are holding you back? It's just weird. It's not helping, I don't think. But of course, it seems like it's helping. It appears to be such a great thing. Like, wow, we're finally talking about mental health and how people have depression, and it's not just being sad. It's a real thing that is hard to deal with, and people have anxiety that really causes them like to have panic attacks and to just be scared of everything, and it can sort of be unpredictable. And like, I've had panic attacks as well, guys. Like, I really get this stuff. But okay, but the way I've been looking at it now is really, let's say there's somebody who goes out in the world and says to their employer, hi, I'm really depressed. I can't work. I can't function in these environments today. It's just too much for me. I really can't handle it. And then employer says, that's okay. Take all the time you need. We just want you to be comfortable. We want you to be mentally healthy and doing well. You don't have to face this challenge in your life. We'll change for you. Society will change for you. We'll make it easier for you to exist. I think that it's kind of the opposite, because you're sort of stealing the opportunity away from that person to grow. Life is hard, guys. Don't forget, life is hard, and life is hard, and life is supposed to be hard, and I'm so grateful that life is hard. I wouldn't be the person that I am today if life wasn't hard. I would be a really snooty, like, sensitive kind of person who doesn't know how to deal with any sort of stress. Like, it's a good thing that life is hard. I think this person needs to, I mean, I don't want to sound like awful, like, just toughen up. You can, everybody's going through hard times. What makes you so special? Like, I don't want to sound like that kind of person, but I guess I'm just that kind of person. Like, yes, I sympathize with you, but I'm not going to take this challenge away from you. That's also not right. I want you to face this challenge, and I want you to develop ways to surpass them and overcome these challenges and become better. And it really is going to benefit you in the long term for your whole life, if you are able to become the person that is able to face these challenges. If you're not willing to do that, then you're never going to level up. Like, you're always going to deal with this stuff. Like, it's weird. Like, you're enslaving yourself when you don't face these challenges, and when you don't, and when you continue to make excuses for why you have, like, you're triggered by so many things, or, oh, I can't be in this situation because I have anxiety. You realize that you're enslaving yourself. Like, anybody can be in any situation. There's no reason for you to not be in a situation that somebody else would be able to. You're choosing to limit yourself. Like, do you want to get better, or you just want to be comfortable? Like, do you want to excel, or do you just want to accept defeat and live in this, like, sub stream of life where you don't have to deal with issues? Like, you just want to lay there and be comfortable and just smoke your weed. And yeah, it just can be kind of frustrating. Like, of course you can do whatever you want with your life, but I mean, when there's people in like, I know people personally in my life that struggle with having this mentality, and it can be kind of hard to watch. There's two people I can think of in particular, and if you know who you are, I'm really not trying to call you out, and I hope that you don't feel attacked right now, but I mean, after listening to what I said, like, do you understand that you shouldn't really be complaining right now? And I understand that you're going through a hard time, but there's nothing else that you can do but move forward and focus on becoming the person that can overcome these issues. It's all up to you. It's your choice. Do you want to overcome these issues, or do you want to not face them and choose your comfort first? And yeah, so yeah, I think that's it. Like I said, chill video. I'm sure I'll get into some more, like, heavy things later on, but not like this isn't important, because I think this is a really, really important thing. And it will really change your perspective on life if you're able to understand this message. And yeah, so. All right, see you guys.